Hey everybody, this is Brett, and today I'm going to show you how to decompress your low back vertebrae using two simple tools. A piece of latex rubber like this that I cut from a yoga mat, which is really sticky and much better than a petroleum piece of rubber, and a wool blanket. Just a wool blanket on the side of a slightly graded hill. And you determine how graded that hill is by how much you can handle, and you experiment a little bit. Okay, so before I start this, you should know that I'm not a doctor or a chiropractor, and I'm not recommending or prescribing anything. So you have to make your own decisions on this, and you have to gradually play with it, because you very well may have a bad injury to your low back. You have a protruding disc, okay, that's probably caused from you sitting, maybe at a desk job for hours and hours a day. And by the way, you very well may need to completely stop sitting for the most part, because that's just causing more and more of the same problem, and every time you do it, you know that it flares up. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to decompress your low back. But this is a decompression, and it's not using a machine, it's not using an inversion table, it's just using a simple hill that can gradually decompress your spine using gravity. Watch this. Wool is slippery. Latex rubber is sticky. You put your tailbone right on the latex rubber, and that creates a drag of the whole rest of your body that way, like a traction it's called, okay? We call this a traction, where we're tractioning the spine, but what we're doing is we're anchoring it right on the tailbone, right where you get the best bang for your buck, okay? There is no machine or no inversion table that can do this exactly in the way that I'm doing it today. Look at that. Just pull those down a little bit. Just pull those down so you got full-on skin, your tailbone skin, right on that sticky rubber. And I'm going to sell these on my website as well. So click on the link and you can buy one when you're ready. So now, you lay back, lift your shoulders so that it really creates a good drag, so that you're decompressing, pulling out all of those lumbar vertebrae. If it hurts too much, find yourself a more gentle slope. Find yourself, don't lift your shoulders so much. Okay? You control the amount of decompression perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. You want to work on your abs while you're laying here? You want to watch the clouds while you're laying here? Get a tan and absorb some vitamin D? It's absolutely incredible, I'm telling you. You want to work on your shoulders while you're laying here. You're healing your low back, right? Because your 150 or your 200 pounds is all wanting to go this way, but your tailbone's stuck to this piece of rubber. And all that fascia that's connected to your skin is also connected to the vertebrae. Okay, and so it's pulling. Now, I'll show you a little trick. You wanna work on each individual vertebrae. All you have to do is change the angle. Come in close, Grayson. Right in here. Just change the angle by lifting your knees a little bit and tucking your low back down. The more you tuck your low back down and lift your shoulders here, the more you're working on the upper vertebrae. The more you lay flat, the more you're working on your tailbone and your L4 and 5. Okay? So you have total control here by doing this. And you just feel it. And you may even decide to roll over a little bit like this, but you have to be careful because you have an injury, remember? You have this injury that you created because you didn't stop sitting because you know you've got to make money, and you didn't do this, you didn't incorporate these exercises, these important exercises, into your routine daily. And bear in mind that all of the things that I teach in my videos are so important to do regularly. And if you don't do them regularly, then you're going to get behind. And you know that that's no good. That feeling in your mind when you're behind is no good on work. The feeling in your body when it's behind and not getting body work and or yoga, both, massage, self-massage, and yoga, both. If you get behind, then your body gets overly tight. When your body gets overly tight, your mind gets overly stressed. Then you are screwed. You don't want to be screwed, because if you get screwed mentally, stressed-wise, then you start saying all kinds of shit to people that you don't want to do. Bad. Okay? Doctors aren't going to teach you this. When I told you that I'm not a doctor, believe me, I'm so glad that I'm not a freaking doctor. When I told you I'm not a chiropractor or a physical therapist, once again, I'm very glad, because see, I'm teaching you the real deal. They're not going to teach you these things. You think they're going to teach you these things? Not even close. Because there's no money. There's no money in teaching you how to do this out on the hill in your yard. None. I don't need much money. All I need is organic food. And a few other things. And so there you have it. You can buy this little mat from me for not very much. I haven't decided what I want to charge for them. If you want, you can go buy your own latex, natural latex yoga mat and cut them to be whatever size you want and make your own. So I want to thank you for joining me. Life is good. I'm just sitting here watching the wheels go round and round. I really love to watch them roll. I'm no longer riding on the merry-go-round. I just had to let it go. I just had to let it go. I just had to let it go.